Yes. What about me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but
Y-
my camera system has something wrong.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, don't you worry. So we just have to do this one again without you camera, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay. So let me share with you my screen first. Mm-hmm. Something wrong with the sound? Hello? Can you hear me, Koi? Hello? Hi, hello?
Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. So let's start for our new lesson for today. We're done already with Unit 14. So let's move on to Unit 15 now. Okay, same thing to do. We're going to do the listening, vocabulary, grammar, and speaking. Under the grammar and speaking, of course, we are going to concentrate about simple past form of the verb with its regular and irregular verbs in its simple past form. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, now as part of our listening, Koi, we're going to do this activity. So what we're going to do is we have to read the sentences,
And
okay? And then,
we explain.
yes, so which explanation would be the correct one? So you just have to tell me whether it's letter A or letter B, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So can you read number one, please?
Genius is mathematical genius. She is very young, but she can do difficult math problems.
Yes, so the underlined word is genius. Okay, so when you say genius, what does it mean?
It means Jenna is extremely intelligent.
Yes, okay. So when you say genius mean it's you have an extraordinary intelligence. So that's a genius mean, okay? Um Almost she or he knows everything if you are a genius. Okay,
Okay.
Koi?
Okay.
Number 2. Can you read
Ma-
number 2?
Mary is an astronomer. She spent many nights looking at the sky.
Yes, so the underlined word is astronomer. So when we say astronomer, what does it mean?
This means Mary is a kind of scientist.
Yes, so astronomer, of course, this one is what is some particularly those who are looking at the sky and finding for stars. Okay, studying about the moon. Okay, so these are astronomers. So in this particular sentence, Mary is a kind of scientist. Next, number 3, Koy.
Martin died in 2010. He was 100 years old.
Okay, so of course, when you say died, that means
Died it means Martin stopped living in 20.
2010. Okay, that means, of course, it's the end. It's the end of your life. So
Yeah.
you are dead already. So that's died. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Then when we say number 4, Koi, can you read number 4, please?
There are millions of stars in sky at night. The sun is closest star to Earth.
Mm-hmm. So when we say stars, that means
It means a star is a large of burning gas, a long way from Earth.
yes, okay. So stars, we can of course we can see the stars at night. Okay? And this particular star or stars are large ball of burning gases as long way from us or a long way from us. So it's going to be a long way from us. Okay? Because we can see the stars. Actually, stars could big as the earth also. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. And then the next one, Koi.
Rain is changed for different stars. Some give off a loss of light. Birds' daughters are difficult to see from Earth.
Okay, so brightness. Can you say it? Brightness.
Brightness.
Okay. So when we say brightness, what does it mean?
It means brightness is how much light something gives off.
Okay, so brightness is how much light something gives off. Okay, that means we can see the brightness of the lights, we can see the brightness of the stars, we can see the brightness of the car's light. So that's brightness. Okay, number six.
The distance between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth is very small. You can ride from downtown Dallas to downtown Fort Worth in about 20 minutes or
Yes, so
30 minutes.
yes, 30 minutes. So the distance between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth is very small. You can drive from downtown Dallas to downtown Fort Worth in about 30 minutes. So when we say distance, that means
It means Dallas is far from no, it's near Fort Worth.
yes, okay, because you can have only 30 minutes, okay, from
Minutes.
Dalias to downtown Fort Worth. So it takes only for about 30 minutes to go there. Okay, so therefore Dalias is near Fort Worth. Number 7.
Benjamin Franklin discovered important facts about electricity. It
Mhm.
shows that lightning is electricity.
Yes. So the underlined word is discovered. So what does it mean when you say discovered?
It mean he found new information about electricity.
Yes, so he found new information about electricity. So the one that we are using now,
Yeah.
okay, are the work, okay, or was the work of Benjamin Franklin. Number 8.
Mm. The universe is really big. It contains planets, stars, and moons.
Yes, so universe. So when you say universe, what does it mean?
This means the universe is really big. It contains planets, stars, and moons.
Okay, yes. So when you say universe, of course it contains planets, okay?
Star.
So the stars and the moon. So these are called universe. So we are living in that particular universe wherein there would be planets, there would be stars, and there would be moons. Okay? Okay, do you have
Okay.
any questions with this?
No question.
Yeah, so the words that we've learned today about listening and vocabulary and at the same time would be the following. Say genius.
Genius, astronomer, die, stars,
Okay, we have.
brightness, distance,
Okay,
discover, universe.
yes. Okay, so I want you to remember all of those. Okay, next one. So let's try to listen to the radio program. And after listening, we have to answer the following questions. Are you ready, Koi?
Ready?
Okay, let's listen now.
Unit 8,
Can you hear it?
Listening 1.
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay.
Activity A. Henrietta Levitt, Understanding the Stars.
Good morning, listeners. I'm Dr. Lakshmi Sharma, and this is Astronomy Watch, the radio program for news about astronomy. Today, our guest is Dr. Anthony Watkins from the Weems Simmons College. Welcome to Astronomy Watch, Dr. Watkins.
Thank you, Dr. Sharma. I'm really happy to be here, but please call me Tony.
Okay, Tony. So today, our topic is the life of Henrietta Levitt. Is that right?
Yes, she was an extremely important astronomer, but she wasn't famous.
So is this a sad story?
Well, yes and no. Astronomers know her very well. In fact, she was a genius.
Really?
Yes, She worked hard and discovered something important.
Tell us about her life and discovery.
Okay, so she was born in Massachusetts in 1868.
Uh huh.
Because she was so smart, she got into Radcliffe College, an excellent college for women. She graduated in 1892. After college, in 1893, she got a job at Harvard University. Her job was to look at photos of stars.
Photographs of stars?
Yes, that's right. She studied the brightness of stars. In 1912, she wrote an important paper about the brightness of stars. Because of her work, other scientists began to understand how strong each star really is.
And why was that important?
It was important because then they were able to find the real distance of the stars from the Earth. Before Levitt's discovery, we thought the universe was much smaller. Using her data, we discovered how big the universe really is.
And then these other scientists became famous?
Yes, and that's a little sad, but Levitt was always a happy person. She loved her work.
I'm glad to hear that.
She worked at Harvard University all her life. She died in 1921 at the age of 53.
Wow, that seems young. Well, Tony, thank you for a wonderful story.
You're very welcome.
Okay, there you have it, Koi.
Unit
So,
8.
oh, sorry.
Listening.
Okay, now let's try to answer the questions now, Koi. So I hope you can be able to, or you got already the informations, right? From
Yes.
the audio. Now, can you read sentence or question number one?
What kind of scientists were Henrietta Leavitt?
Yeah, and Henrietta Levitt. So
Leavitt.
what kind of scientist um, Henrietta Leavitt? She
She's
was,
astronomer.
okay, so she was an astronomer. Again, so when we say astronomer, the one that studies,
Study astronomy.
okay, astronomy, such as examples of astronomy would be
The universe, the
the
objects.
stars, okay, the moon, so that's astronomy, okay, and the work of Henrietta Leavitt is astronomer. Okay, question number two.
What was her big discovery?
Yes, so what was her big discovery?
The brightness of stars.
Very good. So according to Dr. Watkins, okay, during the interview that was made for to him, okay, from a radio program, that he was able to mention in there that the big discovery of Dr. Henrietta Leavitt was the brightness of the stars. That's correct. Number three.
How does Dr. Working describe living?
Yeah, okay. How does Dr. Watkins describe Levitt?
Such intelligence.
Okay, sad. Why is it sad?
Because she wasn't famous.
Yes, during her time, she wasn't famous at all. Okay, but actually, Dr.
Yes,
Levitt was very
famous.
famous. Okay, was very famous, but during her time, she wasn't that famous. Okay, but after maybe after she died, then she was recognized to be famous because of her discovery. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, now number four.
What do we know now because of Leavitt's work?
Yes, so what do we know what do we know now because of Levitt's work?
Thus,
That
our stars are really bright.
yes, so the stars are really bright. Not the universe, because the work of Dr. Henrietta Leavitt would be the stars. Okay, so it could not be the universe, and it was not mentioned there about millions of stars, but it's the stars are really big. So that was discovery coming from
Coming from
Dr. Levitt.
a
Okay, do you have questions with this, Koi?
no question.
Okay, very good. Now let's move on to other to the next one.
Oh,
Wait.
the
Okay, this one and then this one. Now, let's try to listen again. Okay? And then we have to take note important events, okay? Okay.
Unit 8. Listening 1. Activity A. Henrietta Levitt. Understanding the Stars.
Good morning, listeners. I'm Dr. Lakshmi Sharma, and this is Astronomy Watch, the radio program for news about astronomy. Today, our guest is Dr. Anthony Watkins from the Weems Simmons College. Welcome to Astronomy Watch, Dr. Watkins.
Thank you, Dr. Sharma. I'm really happy to be here. But please, call me Tony.
Okay, Tony. So today, our topic is the life of Henrietta Levitt. Is that right?
Yes, she was an extremely important astronomer, but she wasn't famous.
So is this a sad story?
Well, yes and no. Astronomers know her very well. In fact, she was a genius.
Really?
Yes, she worked hard and discovered something important.
Tell us about her life and discovery.
Okay, so she was born in Massachusetts in 1868.
Uh-huh.
Because she was so smart, she got into Radcliffe College, an excellent college for women. She graduated in 1892. After college, in 1893, she got a job at Harvard University. Her job was to look at photos of stars.
Photographs of stars?
Yes, that's right. She studied the brightness of stars. In 1912, she wrote an important paper about the brightness of stars. Because of her work, other scientists began to understand how strong each star really is.
And why was that important?
It was important because then they were able to find the real distance of the stars from the Earth. Before Leavitt's discovery, we thought the universe was much smaller. Using her data, we discovered how big the universe really is.
And then these other scientists became famous?
Yes, and that's a little sad. But Leavitt was always a happy person. She loved her work.
I'm glad to hear that.
She worked at Harvard University all her life. She died in 1921 at the age of 53.
Wow, that seems young. Well, Tony, thank you for a wonderful story.
You're very welcome.
Okay, that was it. Now, let's try to remember the important events of the year that was mentioned in that particular interview. Okay. One was say 1868. In the year 1868, what happened?
Now she was born.
Yes, so Dr. Levitt was born in 1868. That correct. That's correct. Then when we say in the year 1892,
She graduated.
yes, so she graduated her degree, okay? She
Yeah.
graduated her degree. That's in 1892. What about during 1893?
She got a job at a university.
Yes, so after college, after graduation, following after 1892 would be 1893, she got a job at Harvard University. You know what is Harvard University, Koi?
Yes, the most
Yeah,
famous.
yes, the most famous university in the world. It's Harvard University. Okay? And then in the year 1912, what happened?
She discovered the brightness of star.
Yes, actually, she wrote a paper and then she wrote a paper all about the brightness of the stars. Okay, and then sad to say, in the year 1921,
She's what? I don't
in
know.
the year 1921, she died.
Oh, what?
So yeah, it's
Beyond.
sad, yeah, because in the year 1921, at the age very young, at the age of 53, she was died.
Oh, oh,
Yes, so
cool.
she died during that age, at the age of 53. It's very young, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. But during her time, she was not so famous during her time until such time that other scientists discovered her.
And know her well.
Yes, and until such time that her paper maybe it's all about the brightness of the stars had been discovered. So that's the time that she started to become famous.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay. So we noted all of the important events of the following year. Very good. Okay. So that's a job well done.
No.
Okay, now this time again, let's try to listen again.
Okay.
Okay, would you like to listen again, or we are going to continue answering now? Can you do it?
No. Can we hear again?
Yeah, so we have to listen it again.
Yes.
Unit 8. Listening 1. Activity A. Henrietta Levitt. Understanding the Stars.
Good morning, listeners. I'm Dr. Lakshmi Sharma, and this is Astronomy Watch, the radio program for news about astronomy. Today, our guest is Dr. Anthony Watkins from the Weems Simmons College. Welcome to Astronomy Watch, Dr. Watkins.
Thank you, Dr. Sharma. I'm really happy to be here. But please, call me Tony.
Okay, Tony. So today, our topic is the life of Henrietta Levitt. Is that right?
Yes, she was an extremely important astronomer, but she wasn't famous.
So is this a sad story?
Well, yes and no. Astronomers know her very well. In fact, she was a genius.
Really?
Yes, she worked hard and discovered something important.
Tell us about her life and discovery.
Okay, so she was born in Massachusetts in 1868.
Uh-huh.
Because she was so smart, she got into Radcliffe College, an excellent college for women. She graduated in 1892. After college, in 1893, she got a job at Harvard University. Her job was to look at photos of stars.
Photographs of stars?
Yes, that's right. She studied the brightness of stars. In 1912, she wrote an important paper about the brightness of stars. Because of her work, other scientists began to understand how strong each star really is.
And why was that important?
It was important because then they were able to find the real distance of the stars from the Earth. Before Leavitt's discovery, we thought the universe was much smaller. Using her data, we discovered how big the universe really is.
And then these other scientists became famous?
Yes, and that's a little sad. But Leavitt was always a happy person. She loved her work.
I'm glad to hear that.
She worked at Harvard University all her life. She died in 1921 at the age of 53.
Wow, that seems young. Well, Tony, thank you for a wonderful story.
You're very welcome.
Okay, that was
Okay.
it again. So it's just easy for us to identify that. Okay. So number one question would be
Lives
Dr. Levitt was born in,
in Massachusetts
that's correct, Massachusetts. Then Dr. Levitt went to school at,
at Radcliffe College.
yes, it's Radcliffe College. And take note of this, Radcliffe College is not so well-known school, right?
Yeah.
This is just only a college. Look at this one.
Yes.
Aside from Harvard University, aside from the University of Massachusetts, University of California, these are all big and well-known universities in the world.
Yeah.
But this is the first time that I heard Radcliffe College. What about you, Khoi?
Yes,
Is
me
this
too.
the, yeah. But I can hear many things about University of California, University of Massachusetts, and Harvard University. But Radcliffe, no.
Never heard.
Okay, yeah. Next, number three, Dr. Levitt got a job at,
There's Harvard University.
yeah. So after graduation, a year after, she got a job at Harvard University and died there. Okay, she just devoted her time studying the stars at Harvard University. Okay, very good. And then Levitt studied about,
Study the brightness of
yes, the brightness of the stars because that is her work, that's her paper. And lastly,
other scientists discover the distance of stars of the Earth because of
yes. Yeah, because of the paper, because of the work of Dr. Levitt, other scientists now discovered the distance of the stars from the Earth because of her work. Okay?
okay.
Okay. So do you have questions with this, Koi?
Question
No question at all. So let's proceed to the vocabulary part now. So phrases with get. Okay?
okay.
So when we say get, what does it mean? So
Yes
there are many phrases with the word get. So in these phrases, get often
means receive or what? Receive
become
or become.
or become. Yes. So when you say get, that means it's either you have to receive that, or it's either you have to what? You have to become. Okay? So the past tense form of get would be got.
Yeah.
Okay? And this one, get, would be what? Is what part of speech is get again?
Speak of yes.
It's
Yeah.
it's a what?
Is
It's a verb, right? So this one is an action word. And then if this one is under the what form of the verb is this? Is this the past tense, the present tense?
present tense.
Okay, get is under the present tense, and this could also be the base form of the verb, right? And then when you try to
Yeah.
change the
Uh,
the base form or the present tense of the verb get into its past form, past simple, so we have to say got. Okay?
okay.
Okay, example, can you read this one?
John
Koi?
John got married in 29.
Yes, so 2009. So John got married in 2009.
Not
Okay, so we use the word got in here. Why we use got? Because it's already been
be
done.
done in the
Okay, so it's already it happened in the past. Second sentence, Koi.
honor got jobs at a big company.
Yes, so we use again got. Okay, and then when we say got, it's past tense also. That means Anna already had a job, right? Because she
Huh.
already got a job at a big company. Okay, now what have you observed using the word got, Koi?
God
Okay,
is the past
John, Anna.
of
Okay,
God is the past tense form of get.
yes. Then aside from that, what have you observed with this? John, Anna.
John's honor are people.
Yes. Okay. Can we use it using an animal or using a thing?
Mm, we can.
Yes, we can, but not most of the time, right?
Yes.
Okay. And we can also change this, right?
Yeah.
Since John is a boy, we can also replace this one with a pronoun. So what pronoun we can replace with John?
Replace Jones.
So
He.
what? Yes. So he got married in 2009. Then what about Anna? What
She.
proper pronoun? It's she. She got a job at a big company.
Up
Okay? So it's either a noun, our subject first, followed by the word got.
for now.
If
God.
that is what? That is
So
in the past form already. Okay? Okay. Now, how can we do this under its present form? Let's try to take this example or sentence, Koi. How are we going to do this in its present form?
present form. Um,
Yes.
John gets married.
Yes. So John get
Gets married
married.
every weekend.
Okay. Okay. Or we can say John got married today,
Oh,
right?
no, no,
Okay.
no. In
Huh?
today, if we get a significant word, we must use present perfect continuous tense.
So getting, yeah. So
Getting.
John getting married.
John's
Okay,
happy.
tomorrow. Yeah. So
No,
John getting married. So what's
John's
the signal? Signal word that we are going to use.
getting.
Okay, getting,
We
but
use present per,
yeah,
present
because that one is under the present continuous form of the verb, right?
yeah.
Okay, but can we also use John get married in in let's say for example
In the
in
yesterday
2009?
in 2009.
Get married in 2009? Of course not, because it's already done in the past, right? So it happened already in the past. So therefore, we have to say got only. Okay? But we can also use or replace this one using the present continuous form of the verb.
Verb.
Okay? So what sentence could be possible if we are using the present continuous form of the verb? Can you give me a sentence? Hoy?
Okay. I will get married in the future.
Okay, I will get married or getting married.
Get
So,
married. Only get married.
okay, why get married?
Because I
Because you use will, right?
will.
Yeah, so you use will, that means in the future. Okay, what about if we are going to use that in its present continuous form of the verb using your sentence? I will.
I was got married.
Okay, I will get married. So that would be
The past tense. My past simple tense.
the past simple tense also. Okay? Okay, now more phrases with get. We can also say get worse, get
Yes, better.
better,
Yes.
yeah,
Fools.
get divorced.
What does it mean?
When we say
Yes, people. What does it mean?
divorce. Divorce means that once you already wed, let's say for example, you are already married, and then you decided to file a divorce to separate each other. So that's divorce.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but I don't know in your country, is divorce allowed in your country? Once you're married and then the two people, the girl and the boy or the man and the wife decided to parted ways or to part ways. So that's divorce.
Yeah.
Is it
Okay.
allowed in your country?
Yes. Really
Oh,
much.
really? Yeah, but here in the Philippines, we're not allowed. Yeah, once you get married and you decided to to separate ways, you can do only annulment, but not divorce.
Yeah.
Yes, here in the Philippines. But in your country is allowed, okay? Just like in the United States. So a lot of countries already what is one? Allowed to have a divorce because it's legal in their country. Okay? Next, we can also say
Get engaged.
get engaged. Okay? When you say get engaged, you know what's get engaged?
Um, oh, get engaged.
Yeah, so when I say engaged, that means, let's say, for example, if you have a girlfriend, and then if you wanted to ask for, or maybe you have plan to get married soon, so you are going to have an engagement. So
Oh,
yeah, so that's engaged. Okay.
okay.
Next,
Get
get
hard.
hired. Then we have also
Get hurt. Get
hurt or
screwed.
get injured. And
Get
then
get in town.
yes, get in touch.
Get
So double get in touch. Next,
get laid off.
okay, or lose a job.
Okay.
Then we have to say get old,
Get old. Get
get
rich.
rich,
Get
get
sick.
sick. Okay. Now, what have you observed in this particular phrases, Koi?
We all use with get.
We have to use get, but look at our what are these words?
Verb.
These are verbs. Verb under
Under get. No, no.
under under
It's
the past.
simple tense.
Yeah, right. So again, in order for us to do this one, okay, if we are going to use this one in a sentence, it follows the so-called simple past tense of the verb. And look at this verb. This one just only you have to add only D, right?
Yes.
Yes. And then the second one, the same, just have to add only D. Then like this, you have to add only D.
G.
Okay? And this one, get hurt. Okay? So look at this one. Is this under?
Under ET.
Yeah, but this one is?
It has no ET, right?
Yes. Okay, we don't use that one. Okay? So this one, we call this one as just like the worst, right? Better, worse could be irregular verb. Okay? Yeah,
Okay.
so that's why the in connection with this, so we are going to study about that one. So we call that one a simple past with regular and
Irregular
regular
verbs.
verbs. But before that, let's try to answer this activity number 5 first. So let's try to complete the sentences here. Use a phrase with get in the simple past. Okay? Let's
Okay.
try. Number 1. Can you read the sentence number 1, please?
Hermes and Ferriser gets married.
Ferretti. Okay, can you say it? Ferretti?
Ferretti
Okay.
gets married in 2001. Now they have
One.
children.
Yes. So, can we say Ahmed and Ferretti got married in 2001? Now they have two children.
Hermes and Ferretti gets married
Okay,
in.
is it get married or got married?
Oh, yeah, sorry, got married.
Yes, okay, because it's already done, right? So Ahmed and Ferretti got married in 2001. Now this time they have two children. Next.
Mites gets, no, Mites got sick last week. He had a terrible cold.
Okay, got sick
Yes.
last week. Okay, because it's already done in the past. Number 3.
Son here, guess, no, son here got laid off at work because he was late yesterday.
Hmm,
Says, don't be late again.
yeah. So soon he got
Laid off.
lay off
At
That is
work,
what you mean, or late.
lose lot of job.
Oh, and okay, her boss said, "Don't be late again." So Sun Hee got
Uh, since his got laid off.
okay at work because she was late yesterday. So her boss, "Don't be late
Says
again." Now, when we say lay off, are you telling lay off or late?
no lay off.
Why lay off?
It mean lower job.
Okay, actually, when I say lay off, she was already terminated.
What? Terminate?
Yeah, when we say lay off, that means she could not go to work again because she has been laid off. So
Hmm.
that is what we mean lay off. But in this particular sentence, Koi, look at this one. Just her boss just said to her,
Ah,
"Don't be late again."
yes, since he got in touch. No, since he got in touch. Good.
So Sun Hee got
In touch.
in.
In touch. Okay.
Okay, can you write it on the chat box? What do you mean by that? Okay. Ah, got in touch. Okay, let's try to understand, huh? Got in touch. So Sun Hee got in touch at work. Mm-hmm. No. Sun Hee got
No, no, no.
what?
It's not.
We cannot say Sun Hee got fired at work, okay? Because she was not fired because her boss said don't be late again. So laid off and fired could also be the same.
Yes.
Yeah. So what would be the best the best word we're going to put in here? Not Sun Hee is in touch.
Lay off.
We cannot say is in touch because she doesn't in touch with her boss. Okay, she's just only late. She was just only late. So maybe we can say Sanhee got late at work because she was late. No, 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 not.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Okay, let's try to go back in this particular sentence later. Okay, let's try to analyze four first so that we can proceed. Number four, Khoi.
Sam and Anna get engaged last night. No, no. Sam
Yeah. Yeah.
got got
Their
engaged.
wedding will be in June. So they got,
Got engaged.
yes. So they got engaged already last night because they have a wedding plan already. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. That's correct. Number five.
James got laid off because his company had
Yes. So this one is the
not
best word to say lay off.
laid
Okay.
off.
James got laid off. Laid off.
Yes.
Okay, it's a laid off. Okay, so James got laid off because his company had a lot of problems. He is now looking for a new job. Okay, laid off and fired is also the same. But the
Yes.
only the only difference between the two would be the word fired would be you maybe you committed something wrong in your company and your boss told you, okay, you are fired. So that's the difference. But when you say laid off, maybe there would be problems. So that's why they are going to listen their employees because there would be a lot of problems.
Okay.
They could not afford to pay that employee anymore. That's why there would be laid off. Okay? But
Okay.
fired would be you got the mistakes, okay? And then your boss will going to terminate you. So that would be fired. Okay, next. Number six.
Chaos. Oh, chaos. Got in town with an old friend yesterday. She met her in the park.
Okay, so we can use now the word got in touch, okay? With an old friend yesterday. So she got in touch. Okay, got in touch with the D in it, with the ed.
No.
Okay, why?
Because it's a phrase, so it's a phrase that we can change the form.
So got, is it get in touch or got in touch?
Got in touch.
Okay, so got in touch. But why is it we do not use that as the simple past form, the word touch?
Touch because it's phrase, so well, we can change the form, right?
Mm. Okay, okay. Next, number 7.
Emma get hurt, or we can use Emma get injured. Got no.
She
Oh, she's is gas, not gas. Emma got injured.
got injured. Okay, she broke her leg because she already broke her leg. Okay, so it's got injured, right? Okay, next, number 8.
His got divorced after many years of being managers. It's very expensive.
So he
Got divorced.
divorced?
No.
No, because it's we're talking about the manager.
He's got greed. Yes, he got greed.
He got
He's got greed.
he got
He's got greed after many years of being
okay. Can
in.
you type it on the chat box, Khoi?
Oh, you
So
can.
he yeah.
Please, I need to improve my pronunciations.
Never mind. Get rich. Yeah, okay, okay.
Yes.
So let's try to analyze. So he got rich after many years of being yeah. His house is very, but look at this one. His house is very expensive. Yeah, because he got rich already. That's why he can afford to pay an expensive house, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay, next, number 9. He
He
finally
he finally gets. Oh wait, can you turn on the reverse slide, please? Slide
can
10.
I wait,
Yes, can you turn on the reverse slide for me?
turn on the
Yeah. That is this.
okay, it's okay.
No, the reverse slide number
This
10.
the number
10.
this one.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, it's all right.
Okay.
I
He
think
finally
he got hired.
he got
His guards hired.
he
Am I
finally
hired the failures?
got
Oh, got oh
got hurt.
no, I don't
No?
think
Get
so.
hired. No? When you say get hired, he finally get hired. The failure of not
Ah,
passing.
yes, got
Okay.
oh. He finally got oh.
Got,
Got oh.
where is it? Got, got hurt.
No, got oh.
Got, g- where is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, not here, right?
Number 9 or 10.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Get old. This
Yeah,
is
that's
what
what
you
I
mean?
said.
He finally get old the failure of yeah. Yeah, okay. Maybe now he's old already. So therefore, because at this point in time, still, he couldn't pass the university exam. So he finally get old, okay?
Okay.
Next, number 10.
My grandmother disease gets old quickly. She died after a few weeks in the hospital.
So what's the correct one? My grandmother's disease
Got old. Soon
got,
got old.
got, what do you mean?
Oh, number 9 10. No.
Get
Oh,
worse?
no. Yes, gets worse.
Yes. Okay. So my grandmother's disease get worse quickly, and therefore she died after a few weeks in the hospital. Okay, Khoi? Okay, what about this one? Sun Hee and the
Sin.
word. So let's try to find in here.
I don't. I think it's only lower jobs or something
Uh,
else.
get laid off.
Yes. Gets laid off.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe the boss decided to let her get laid off because of her attitude, right? Yeah,
Yes.
so we can also do that. So Sunhee get laid off at work because she was late yesterday. But you know what? This one is not so, it's unfair because she was just only late for one time.
No, I think she's did it save zero times.
Yeah, because it is it no, because in here yeah, we don't know the reason. Maybe she was late for how many times, therefore her boss laid her off. Okay, okay, that's correct.
Yeah.
Next, so let's try to complete the sentences about yourself,
Oh
a
no.
friend, or a family member now, and then we have to discuss this one together with me. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Got
look
it.
at this one. Got engaged.
Oh,
So,
yes.
so okay. Are you going to say I would maybe Koi got engaged?
No.
Of
Got it.
course not, right?
Oh
Okay.
yes. Island and Mary both got engaged
I
in
sorry.
one day.
Okay. So Elan and
And Mary
okay got engaged.
both got engaged is one day.
Okay. Okay. So that's got engaged. What about number two?
Both got married with Emma last
Okay.
last day.
Okay, got married maybe last Saturday, we can say that, right?
It will
Maybe
use week. Both gets married with somebody, something else.
both
Got married with yes.
Mary and
Both can you week. Come after got married
so we got married.
with
That that is what you mean?
no. I mean, for example,
Mm.
um, Steven got married with somebody. Can we use this?
Okay, can you type into the chat box, please?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Steven got married with somebody. Ah, yeah. Yeah, we can use that. Okay?
Wait, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, yeah. I can hear you.
First, do my pronunciation right or wrong?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. There would be some. You just have to talk maybe not so fast so that I could what is one? I could what is one? So that you can clearly express what you are going to say. Okay. Okay. So you said Stephen
Got married
got married
with M.
with somebody.
Yes, with
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah,
yesterday.
that's correct. Okay, that's correct. Okay. What about get laid off?
Got laid off. A person got laid off at work because of his mother
Okay. Of his
of his
mother?
no
Okay.
because of his problem in
Attitude.
the work.
Oh yeah, we can say that. Okay. A person got laid off because of his or her problem. If it is many, if she or he has a lot of problems, so we have to say problems in her or his work. Okay, so we can it's that's correct also. Okay, then when I say got hired,
got higher. Um, for example,
Yes.
mm, this is, somebody got hired from organizations
Okay, somebody got hired
from
from,
from organizations.
okay, from an organization. Okay, we have to use on because we use organization and the organization starts with a vowel letter O. So we have to use article an. Okay, that's correct, Koi. What about got a job?
Got a job. She's got a job with another two opponent
So she got a job
with another two opponents.
with another
Two
two
opponents.
opponent.
Yes.
Okay, you say opponent, that means, when you say opponent, that means, um, what is one? The one
Opposites.
that also applying in that particular position, so that would be your opponent, right? That is
Yes.
what you mean?
Yes.
Okay, so you got a job with or from, with or from.
Which you wish.
Okay, with another,
Yes.
that is
Another
what you mean?
two. Yeah.
Another opponent.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we can also say that.
Mm.
So she or he was able to get that job. Okay. Um. What is one? But now instead, no, not instead, but of course we can say plus the fact, or we can also say, in fact, there would be a lot of applicants. So we
Oh,
can also say like that, right?
right.
Okay. Number six, got injured.
My uncle got injured from an accident.
Yes, so that's very clear. So my uncle got injured from an accident. Okay, very good, Koi. Now all of this, look at this one, right? So these are all what? Regular,
Regular verb.
regular verb. Aside from,
Irregular verb.
yeah, aside from, where's the irregular verb in here?
Does engage
Okay,
away. I don't know what it means.
by irregular verb.
Yes.
Okay, that's why that is what we are going to study at this point in time. Okay,
Regular.
so next meeting, we're going to present the video next meeting, but this time I am going to let's try to have an overview first about this one. So using the simple past with regular and irregular verbs. So when we say regular verbs, those are verbs that we just have to form, okay, like adding ed
Okay.
to the base form.
Oh,
So adding ed or adding d, and then there are also some of the verbs that ends in y,
okay.
and then change that one into I and add ed, right?
Oh yeah,
That's
no.
regular verbs. But
Okay.
when we say irregular verbs, that means
This means
irregular verbs, that means
we
they
cannot
don't end
add in
in
ed.
ed. So
Yeah.
we have to what? We have to change.
Yeah.
Okay? We have to change its past form of the verb. Like for example, when we say arise, so it should be arose.
Okay.
Okay? We were not going to study past participle because our topic is all about past form of the verb. So we will just going to study that one later on. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. When you say awake, actually, regular verbs are very easy for you to understand.
Yeah.
Okay? It's just very easy. But sometimes the common mistakes of most students would be in the irregular verbs because they don't know how to do the past form of the irregular verb. Yes. So it's very important that we are going to memorize, okay, irregular verbs. So arise and then arose, awake and then awoke. Actually,
This was more.
there would be some base form of the verb that if you try to change its past form, the one that I remember when I was a student, just like you, Khoi, is that I um I just remember the o, right? So
Yeah.
there are some of the verb that if you are going to change it, okay, the base form, let's say arise, then arose,
Uh-huh.
awake, then awoke,
Well,
right?
yeah.
Bear, then bore. Okay? And then aside from that, we have here, okay, beget, begot,
Got, we got.
right? Yeah. Yeah. So sometimes that is just only my way of memorizing the common irregular verbs. Okay, under its past form. Okay, and then of course we have the be verb, which is also the base form, and the past form or past form, simple past of this particular verb would be was and were. Okay, was if we are talking about only one subject, right?
Yes. With
Okay, and
is
where?
see they you are not
Yes,
they you.
yeah, I, we, you, they.
Yes.
Okay, so that would be where, right?
Yes.
No, I can be was, right?
What?
I would be was. I was. I
Yeah,
cannot
sure.
say I wear. Okay, so it could only be they wear, you wear, we wear. Okay, but
Okay.
I, she, he, it, we have to take the was.
Okay.
Wow, you can still remember that. Okay, and then when you say bear, it's bore.
Oh,
Beat doesn't change. It should be beat also. Now you have to remember that. Okay, we do not say beat and boat. Okay, we do not say that.
yes.
Okay, and then when you say befall, that
Before
means befell. Then beget, begot.
began.
Yeah,
Began.
begin,
Begin.
began.
Began.
Yes, best bespeak, bespoke.
Bespoke.
Yes, bestride,
Bestrode.
bestrode, bet,
Best.
bet. Okay, you have to remember that as well as the past participle of that is also bet. So no changes at all.
Yes, I will memorize this.
And then bid is bade, or it could also be bid. It's also acceptable. Okay?
Okay.
So whether it's bade or bid can also be correct. Bind, that's bound. Bleed, that's bled. Okay? Blow, that's blew.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I guess it's already time now, Hoy. We are going to continue discussing this one next meeting. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So thank you so much for your time and for your active participation tonight. So we'll see you again next meeting or this coming Saturday, right?
Yes, on
Yeah.
Saturday.
Saturday. Okay. Bye for now. See you again.
Yes, bye for now. I'm trying my best to
Yeah.
fix my
Bye
camera system.
bye. Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.